it's me, Colleen, and I'm here with Ricky Dillon.
Hello.
Usually when I collab with people, which is kind of never on this channel, by the way. Like, I feel like I never.
We haven't in a while.
No, we haven't.
Yeah.
But when I do, I'm always like, let me think of a crazy skit idea or something fun and crazy, a challenge. But I was like, you know what? Ricky's my friend. We're neighbors now. I just kind of want to like sit and chat. So this is gonna be like a story time because I know Ricky can relate. And usually what happens is Ricky comes over and before we film, we like sit and talk.
We just did.
We literally just did.
Yeah.
I'm always shocked at how much like we relate to each other.
Yeah.
Like I'll tell a story that I think is not relatable and Ricky will be like, oh my God, that happened to me. I thought that would be fun to do today because there's a couple stories I've always wanted to talk about, but I never have. And it's about my haters. Kind of how people don't respect YouTubers, which you guys probably know by now, but
right.
I wanted to tell stories of how like it has actually happened to me in person. People have been extremely rude to me just because I'm a YouTuber. So he showed up today and I was like, have you experienced this? And of course he has. We're kind of exposing our haters right now, but I'm not gonna actually expose because I'm not cruel. I'm not gonna like,
right, no names, we'll just,
no names.
Yeah, I don't know.
So the first story I'm gonna tell is I got to do a brand deal.
Get that coin.
I know, get that coin. Not anymore,
Yes.
honey. I haven't had one in years.
Sell merch. You can get my fun pop sockets.
Yes. Wait, I want to see. Are they fun?
/RickyDillon.
Those are cute. Get that merch because we don't get AdSense anymore and we don't get brand deals. But back in the day when I used to get brand deals, I got this great opportunity to be in like a commercial.
Fun.
Yeah,
what?
super fun. And I honestly don't remember what it was for now. I really don't. So like,
I just
good.
like remember it vaguely because.
But there's other YouTubers in it. Yeah. It's a regular Hollywood movie set. Like it's not like a YouTuber thing. It was straight up like a mainstream thing. There just happened to be a couple of YouTubers in it because they know like, oh, YouTubers get a lot of views. So if we put these people in it, maybe our commercial will get more views.
Right.
So they wanted me to do Miranda. And every time I do anything as Miranda, I always call ahead my agent and I say, do they know what Miranda is?
I was about to say, I bet for you it's even
always.
harder.
I have to let them know, like, do they understand what Miranda is? Do they know Miranda's gonna be rude? Do they know that I'm like, look hideous? Do they know what the character is? Like, I always warn people.
Have you ever not before?
No, I always tell people what
Imagine.
it is. I always.
That's a video.
Yeah, I know. Well, back in the day, like when I first started doing Miranda, I didn't tell anyone what it was. But like once I started getting work, like brand deals and getting paid, I wanted to be professional. I'm not in character when I'm on set. Like I'm nice and I'm me until they say action, and then I'm in character. So I tell these people that Miranda's a weirdo, show up on set, I'm kind of nervous. The director comes up to me and he's like, all right, hi, how are you? I was like, hi. And I'm not in character, I'm dressed like Miranda. And he's like, look at you, you look silly. And I was like, yeah. And in my head, I'm like, oh no, he doesn't know what Miranda is.
No.
And because he looked at me like, this is weird.
Right.
But I was talking normal. And he's like, all right, so here we go. You're just gonna sing, dance, have some fun. And I'm really comfortable as Miranda. Like, I don't hold back. If I'm at a photo shoot or a video and I'm Miranda, I'll be like, hey, oh, no. And so they yell action and I do Miranda. And he yells cut. Because he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm just doing my character. He's like, okay, can you just do it, be more natural. Like, just try again, look, do it again. So then I get uncomfortable. I was like, oh no, he doesn't know what the character is. He yells action, I do it again, I do it in Miranda again, but I kind of do a little bit more subtle because I was like, he doesn't like this. And the director comes, he's cut in front of like, literally like 100 extras. Like,
oh my God.
Everybody's like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that dumb face? Just stop with the dumb face. Just look like a normal person. And like screamed at me in front of everybody. And I look at him, my eyes like filled with tears. And I was like, I'm doing my character, like this is my character, this is how she looks, this is how she acts. He's like, well, can you just not do that? And I was like, I was hired to be this character, like, and he was so rude to me and like rolled his eyes and scoffed and like, stormed off. Nobody said anything, but when I left, I got in my car and I cried. Oh. And I called my sister-in-law and I was like, oh my God, I'm so mean. And like, but it was so embarrassing. Like he just screamed at me and told me how stupid I was and how dumb my character was. And like in front of, it was mortifying. You could tell he just hated working with these YouTubers and like was rolling his eyes at all of us. And like, but he was really, really rude. And I don't think I've ever told that story before, but that was one of my stories.
I'm sorry.
And so the fact, look at my cat just
I keep
like
looking,
living his best life with his legs spread for the gods. Anyway, it was just like really, really embarrassing and like frustrating because I'm a really hard worker and I'm very professional, especially in settings like that. And it was hard for me when I knew I was doing my job right. And he was yelling at me in front of everybody for literally doing what I was hired to do. I was hired to come and do Miranda and be funny, and he was yelling at me for doing what I was hired to do, and that was really frustrating for me. All right, so
I have kind of a similar one. It has to do with the director, not that situation, but if you don't know who I am, I do music sometimes, and I've made like probably 20 music videos.
Yeah, they're everything.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I've used the same director every time except one time. But I wanted to like branch out and try the people, you know, because like it's just good to try the people. So I was working with this company. I'm not going to say any names. I like the company. They're fine. It's just the director. Yeah. They offered to pay for the whole shoot if they let me use a director they were like, I guess, trying to get their name out there, you know? So the shoot was free. It was my video to Thunder and Lightning, by the way, which I love that song. But the music video is only like half what I wanted, and I'll explain to that. We had a meeting and I gave them like all these ideas that I wanted. I had like very specific things I wanted in the video. Like, do you know Allie's video to We Can't Stop?
Yes.
How it's just a random party. There's so many like quick moments. I wanted something like that. That was my inspiration. They were like, okay, we'll buy all these, we'll get them ready, we'll get it set. He also said he'll bring in like 100 extras because I wanted it to be like a giant house party. I also invited my friend just in case, and I wanted like people's names in it too. So the day of the shoot comes, and I expect to have everything that I asked for. And I'm not sounding like a diva, but a video I had in mind, in vision. I show up, and there's like none of the props that I wanted. Like I wanted all these costumes and stuff. I wanted like a laser machine. None of that was there, which again is fine. I wasn't like in diva mode. I just like dealt with it. And then there was no extras except for my friends that I invited, which was like 20 people. So none of the stuff that we had agreed on was there. None of the extras were there. The director was late, but I was just like, you know, whatever. I'm not gonna be like a diva. We'll just make it happen. Like in the house was cool. What happened with him was I edit all my music videos. I went up to him before I started shooting. I was like, how can I get the footage from you afterward? I'm gonna edit this, blah blah blah. And he was like, whoa. I edit everything I shoot. This is, you know, what are you talking about? And we got in this like really heated argument about me editing it, and I was like,
what? It's your video.
Yeah. I was like, I've edited everything I've uploaded before, and like I have a really specific vision of mine, and I like in a nice way said, and none of the stuff I asked for is even here, so I'm gonna have to edit it in a different. I was gonna add like effects and stuff to it. So he got super mad, and we basically concluded it by saying we'll both edit our own version and then like decide which one's better.
Please, it goes on your channel. Obviously, you're gonna pick yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we did the whole. We did the shoot, and the whole time he like, every time I'd have an idea, he like would shut me down and be like, I'm the director, I'm calling the shots, like do what I say. So the whole like day was annoying, and like he would never cooperate at all. And I was like, I mean, I'm a nice guy. I was like nice the whole time. I wasn't ever like mean to him.
Yeah, it's frustrating. People just don't understand. I think what people don't understand is like how YouTubers work, and they think, well, like, I'm a director, so I direct this thing, and it's hard to understand that like as YouTubers, we've been doing it all by ourselves for years. So we've been coming up with the creative, filming, editing, producing, marketing, everything all by ourselves. So you bring someone else in the mix, and that's fine. Yeah, like we can collaborate, but like we don't want to say no. You can do whatever you want. It still goes on our channel. It represents our brand. It represents us. So of course we want to have an opinion and like be a part of that process. There's one other story that I wanted to tell. I have a lot of stories like this, by the way. Like people all the time are like, oh, you're a YouTuber, eye roll. Yeah. This is a long time ago, maybe like 6 or 7 years ago. Excuse me. Okay, so basically one time my agent called me and said like, oh, I got you this meeting with this network. So I'm not gonna say which one it was, but there's like ABC, NBC, Fox, Disney, Nickelodeon. There's like all these different companies that you can go and meet with. I went to meet with this one company, and they sat me down, and my agent was like, they really want to meet you. I didn't ask for this meeting. I didn't even know that you could have one of these meetings. They wanted me to go. And at this point I had, you know, over 1 million subscribers. I don't really remember, but I know that I had like some clout. Like I had been already on tour. Do you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like I was a nobody coming in here.
That word's
like,
so funny to me.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like it wasn't like I came
like
in
you were
like
established.
Yeah, I had established. I had already gone on a world tour, sold out. I already had millions of views online. So I go in, and she was like, so what do you do? What are you working on? And I said, well, I'm writing a TV show right now, because this is when I was writing Haters Back Off. You know, I have my YouTube channels, and I tour around the world. And she was like, okay, well, let me give you a piece of advice. You need to start off as an extra. That's what you're capable of doing. And I was like, whoa. What? Like she was like, no hate to being an extra, because I've been an extra. Being an extra is really fun. Yeah. Like I love being an extra, but I was like, she was acting like I came in
out of nowhere
and was like, I need to get a lead in one of your shows, which I didn't even say anything. She asked me, what are you working on? And I was like, first of all, you're like being condescending and rude about extras, which extras work really long, hard days and work really hard. And like, I totally respect extras. Like, and she was acting like I came to her begging her for a job or something. And I was like,
how weird.
I'm good. Like I literally came to this meeting because I was told you wanted to meet me, and she was just super, super rude to me. But there is a lot of people who just automatically roll their eyes because we're YouTubers. Literally, I could make like 20 more videos about this. I have so many stories about times where people are like disrespectful or rude to me because I'm a YouTuber. But we just thought it'd be fun to like chat about this and chat with, because we would be talking about this anyway. Seriously, so we might as well film it and show you guys. But I think it's honestly, I will say this too. I feel like YouTubers have always been looked down on, and then we finally started to get some like respect. I see where you're going, yeah. And then now all of a sudden,
it's not.
If I go to a meeting and say I'm a YouTuber, it's like, ugh. It's like, okay, so an example would be like, okay, so there's a lot of like negative stuff going on in the Hollywood industry with men coming out and doing horrible things. But I don't look at every single actor, and if someone goes, I'm an actor, I go, ugh, he's sexually harassing
so many people now
then.
are like, oh, YouTubers?
Exactly, but so how come, or if like I had a dentist once who was really, really mean and hurt all my teeth and made me faint, true story, I don't now go, I hate every single dentist in the whole world, they're all horrible.
Yeah.
I go, that dentist sucked. So why can't people do that with YouTubers?
Literally, Diplo, did you see his tweet like 2 months ago?
Mm-mm.
He tweeted, someone just showed me what a YouTuber was and I'm like disgusted or something. I'm not gonna say any names, but I guarantee he watched a certain...
Right, so it's like, how
he saw one YouTuber and grouped us all together.
Exactly, and that's what's frustrating to me is like there are people in the world who are YouTubers who are good, produce fun content, hardworking, positive, do charity work.
Good, you know?
Yeah, most do a lot and do a lot of good in this world, but we all have bad reputation because there's a few people who've done some horrible things.
And they're the ones that make the news because of it.
But it's the only occupation that it's like that. Think about it. Like when you hear about one actor who's trash, if anyone introduces themselves to you and says they're an actor, you go, well, then you must suck because that one does.
Right.
Or if like your chiropractor hurts you, or like a singer, like a singer is like, does something trashy or gross or bad. I'm not gonna go, every singer is now bad, but for YouTubers, that's how it is.
That's how it is. So we all get hurt when like one person messes up. It's crazy.
So yeah, I just wanted to shine a little light on that and expose how rude people can be to us.
Watch good people. Y'all are the ones who are affecting who is popular. Watch good people. Click on the ones that are nice and good.
Anyway, we're gonna be done rambling. This is a long video, but go to Ricky's channel. We did a video over there too. It was really fun. I don't know if they're going up the same day. We'll see. Who knows? YouTube's a mess. But make sure to subscribe to Ricky, go like his videos, buy his pop socket, and I'll see you guys next time. I love you. And leave your comments below. I want to know what you guys think about everything we've talked about. Yeah. We just talked about a lot.
Hopefully nothing came off wrong.
I hope not. I mean, I feel like we're just chatting.
We're just chatting.
Honest. We love this platform.
Yeah, I love YouTube.
I love it.
I love the viewers. I love y'all.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It's just
and at the end of the day, I'm very, very grateful. I know everyone's like I'm complaining,
Same.
but I'm very
super.
I love my job. And
we're not complaining. It's more we're just like pointing out like something that's interesting about how like all YouTubers get a bad reputation if one person does something bad. Right. Whereas like, you know, if our president does something ridiculous, I don't go, all presidents are bad. I go, oh, this one president is doing something kind of interesting right now that I don't agree with. You know what I mean? Like, why are all YouTubers punished if one YouTuber doesn't? It's the only profession that happens.
You're right.
I don't, like, tell me one other profession where one person does something inappropriate or wrong and then everyone else gets blamed. It doesn't happen anywhere else.
I'll wait.
Only YouTube.
I don't know.
We're waiting. Tell us.
Yeah, literally tell us.
Where else does that happen? Okay, bye!
Bye.